So welcome back, guys, to another YouTube video. I am super freaking excited to get this turbo mounted on there. Now, I have never put a turbo on my freaking truck, so this is probably not going to go very good because, as all of you guys know, I have very good bad luck. So I'm good at having bad luck is what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to head over to my buddy's house, Crew, and he's going to basically guide me. But if I run into any issues while installing the new turbo, he's going to be there to be like, hey, I'd move that. Yep. Hey, I'd do it from, yeah, that side. Yep, there you go. Like, he's really good at basically giving me tips on, I like it because I can learn and actually know how to do it. Now, I'm sure there's a bunch of you guys that have pulled turbos and it's easy for you. You can do it in 10 minutes. But for me, I kind of learn as I go, so people will ask me a lot of questions about 6.0s. I'm like, I don't know, that part hasn't broke yet. I don't know how to do that yet. So this turbo is perfectly fine. This is a Stage 1 Power Max turbo that I currently have on the truck. It's only a year old, but we had the opportunity to work with Titan turbos. Plus, you gotta freaking love the name. 6.0 Titan turbos. What better freaking way? Like, that's just so ironic that a company like that was able to reach out to us and give us an amazing opportunity to work with them. So let's get this bad boy started so we can run over to Cruise and start on this turbo. Hopefully I can have that done tonight and then do a reveal video. I got something really cool and in store for you guys, so make sure to watch this entire video. The ending is well worth it. I have been planning this skit in my head all freaking week ever since I found out that Titan Turbos was sending us a turbo for this freaking truck. So I hope you guys enjoy, and hopefully future me, George, this isn't as bad as you think and you can drive the truck home tonight. Probably not gonna happen. I will tell you one thing, this bad boy, she's got some mass to her. So let's grab this thing, move it over here, throw it in the old work truck. Yeah, I know I have my Christmas lights still on. I have them. It's not that I haven't taken off my Christmas lights. Hopefully it doesn't fall. It's that I'm already ready for next year. I'm basically ahead of everybody. So if you don't have your Christmas lights up already, you should probably get them on. Shotgun rider. Jeez. Don't mind the tools on the ground. So I figured, since we're going to be putting a new turbo on there, let's do a startup with this old setup and with a new one. So here goes the startup. She's got a little whistle to her, not bad. Not bad at all. So there's the startup, and I guess we can put the clips right next to each other at the end of this video or something, or you guys can just like kind of go back and forth, look at it. I don't know. I'll see what future George does if he gets lazy on it or not. Okay, never mind. I know I'm gonna end up regretting not doing this, so I'm gonna do a video of me revving it up, and then we can compare it to the new turbo that we put on. Go over to Crew's house because I was supposed to be there like 40 minutes ago, and I spent time making little clips for TikTok and talking and grabbing all my tools. So let's go now for the second or third time. I think I said that already. But honestly, I'm super excited to get this turbo on the freaking truck because a lot of you guys are probably gonna end up liking this turbo more because it was a viral video not too long ago on TikTok and Instagram. I'm not gonna really say too much more until we finish it up, but I feel like it is gonna be a complete different sound on my truck, considering that it is hood stack, not a full exhaust system. I know that with this Power Max Stage 1, that turbo bark is more of a, it's almost like a 6.7. So I'm curious with the hood stack in this new freaking turbo, how loud it's gonna be, what it's gonna sound, and what kind of a mix ratio or whatever we're gonna get out of it. So kind of off topic, but 2-inch spacers, 14 wides. Sorry, whoops, trying to watch the road. Touching white line, and like, okay, I'm going over, but touching yellow. So yellow line, white line. She's thick. So fast forward, we've already started taking stuff apart. Crew's been freaking amazing. He's done a crap ton of stuff that I didn't even know how to do stuff on, which thank God for YouTube because I already had an idea, but he is more mechanically inclined than I am, so he is helping with the process of this go way faster. If I was doing this, I probably wouldn't even be halfway at where I should be, or where we are right now. But I'm gonna show you what we have done so far. So there's a little spoolie boy coolant reservoir here. Took out some of these pipes, freaking air filter, everything's all sitting here nice and organized. And then crew has sponsored us with a sick little magnet to put all our nuts and bolts, but we just got a few more bolts to take out of here, and the turbo should basically come out. And if you can't tell, I'm very sweaty because, you know, motor's hot for some reason. I don't know why they even put off heat. At first I thought it was like a Tesla battery, you know, motor in this thing, but let me show you this turbo boy. But here she is. We got our gaskets and everything that we need for the turbo, and she is just a freaking beaut. Love it. This is my first turbo install, as I said earlier. I'm super excited to get this bad boy on. With the way that everything's been going so far, it's been good. We're not very far away from taking off this turbo. Probably another 15-20 minutes, I think it'll be out, and I think we'll have it back in by tonight. But dude, one of my most favorite things about this turbo, which, I mean, you're never gonna see it, but it's like the thought that freaking counts, is this. It says Titan. So like, it's Titan turbo, you know, obviously, but like two birds, one stone. That's also this truck here. So if anyone ever for some reason notices that, which they won't, it's like, yeah, I had it custom engraved, you know, I had them put Titan on there because that's the name of my truck. But being in Crew's shop makes me realize how much I need a shop. Like, this is so freaking nice, just having a roof over your head, your freaking toolbox and everything. Got his freaking toys over there. 2-bay garage. I need one of these in my freaking future. But let's go back at the freaking turbo. We'll do a little time lapse of taking it back apart, putting it back on there, and hopefully here in a second after the time lapse we can show you what the turbo sounds like, unless I run into an issue. So we'll find out. We got the old turbo out, and I got Crew back here. Don't mind the freaking soot all over the hood. And the new turbo's sitting here, and we're about to drop it in. So we're going to see how it goes. Putting it back in. Hopefully it's easier that way. Kind of like a drive home. The drive home's a lot faster than the drive there. So we'll see. So Crew and I got the turbo put on there. Surprisingly, it went a little easier than what we thought, but it looks good underneath there. We just got everything hooked up right now, so we're gonna start it, see what it sounds like, make sure there's nothing leaking. Well, Crew's gonna make sure nothing's leaking. And then we'll put the rest of the air system and everything back on there. So let's see what it sounds like. Yeah. Ready? Yep. That is. Yeah, when you got down on it again. Oh, thank you so much. That's so awesome. Holy cow.
She's a whistler.
Dude, that's insane.
She's a runner. She's a track star.
Yep, systems check. And we are good to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little skit. I hope you understand the reasoning behind it. Obviously, we had to wear a helmet because this thing sounds like a literal freaking jet. I am so happy with the way that it turned out and how well that it freaking sounds. So satisfied with Titan turbo services and the turbo itself. Now I want to show you guys the actual startup of it, because I showed you guys in the very beginning of the video the PowerMax Stage 1, and this is going to be the TTS Gen 2 6467 turbo that came from Titan Turbo Services. Now we will put the link to that turbo down here in the description, so make sure to check it out. They have an Instagram page, a Facebook, TikTok, so make sure to follow them on there. They make them for 6.7s, they make them for 6.0s, they make them for all different types of freaking trucks, so make sure that you are following them on that. Now, let me do the startup, and I'll let you guys decide how loud this thing is. The final thing that I was going to talk about on this truck is how loud that this thing is. It is almost obnoxious. Probably after like 30 minutes for me personally. I love it, and I'm a huge fan of VGT turbos. I know a lot of people are going to be like, why didn't you go non-VGT, blah, blah. I love the turbo whistle. It is something that brings me joy, obviously. In that last clip where you saw me smiling, freaking grinning ear to ear. And I'd say the main thing is whenever you're washing your truck, I let my truck idle because I have a hood stack, and that thing just echoes. Anywhere underneath the tunnel, it literally sounds like a freaking jet is flying over you. So you got the typical 6.0 guys that straight pipe their 6.0s and like, man, that sounds like a jet. They do, you would think. Then you get a bigger turbo like a PowerMax, and I'm like, okay, this whistle's pretty good. I like this. And then you get the freaking boss levels of all freaking turbos, and this thing is just so freaking loud. It blows everything out of the water. Everybody is just looking around trying to figure out where that sound is coming from. So it is definitely, I would say, an eye catcher, but it's more like an ear catcher. So your truck right now is an eye candy, but you want everyone to know that you're coming down the freaking road. We'll get this thing right here, and you're definitely gonna hear it coming down the road. So let me start it up for you guys and show you. Let me stop talking. Let's hear it start up. That is just so freaking loud. I love it. So there's a startup on this versus the other one, so I'm gonna cut it short. If you guys want a better video just specifically on this exhaust, how far that it reaches, you know, a spool, a startup, you know, when we're rolling coal, and just different clips so you can get an idea of how it sounds. Make sure to comment down below and we'll make a complete separate video on that. I didn't want to drag this video out more than what I needed to be. I hate those 20-minute videos, so we're going to cut it here. Let me know what you guys think and how much you guys freaking love this turbo. I will see you on the next one. Make sure that you're following them, and thank you guys for watching.